Hello friends, followers and channel members, welcome to another video here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and for users of JustFlight's FSTraffic, this update should be welcome news for you. Now, whether you use FSTraffic itself on its own to populate your simulator with realistic AI traffic, or whether you only use the models and fly on online networks such as VATSIM or ICAO, then even the models have been updated with some great new features which should make things much more realistic. Now, this update is comprised of two parts. There's an update to the core installer, which is the software behind the traffic injection program that FSTraffic uses, and there is also a big update to the traffic fleet installer. This is the actual models and liveries that are used in the program. What I do find a little bit frustrating though is because this is an update, you have to actually download the full files again from the JustFlight website by logging into your account and downloading them. It's not just a little update file, you need to re-download the entire thing, which is okay for the core installer program, but for the models, well, that may take you a little bit longer because that download is quite a few gigabytes. In fact, compressed as a zip file, it's a little over 10 gigabytes. What I also find a little frustrating about this process is nowhere on the JustFlight website do they actually tell you how this update is meant to be installed. Do we need to uninstall the full program and then reinstall as a brand new fresh installation, or can we just install over the top? Well, without any information offered, I elected to just install over the top, and it turns out that that actually was the correct way to do things. As you are doing the installation, you'll see a little message does pop up telling you that the program is currently removing the old files. So seemingly you don't need to first uninstall everything before running the installation programs you have just downloaded in order to get this update. Now, for those users who have customized the schedules within FSTraffic, it's quite important that you first back up the JustFlight FSTraffic modules, data and schedules folder. Otherwise, when you install the update, it's going to override them and you're going to lose your custom schedules. Full details of this is now on the screen, so you don't lose the schedules that you may have created. Now, for me, as I only use the models usually for FSTraffic when flying on VATSIM and not the actual traffic schedules because I prefer to use FSLTL with their live radar 24 data, this isn't a problem for me, so I can simply go and ignore this. Everything is now installed, so what are the big updates that come with this latest version? Well, if you use FSTraffic as a piece of standalone software, so you're also using their traffic injector, then they have reworked the cruise traffic system. So the flight plans are based now on plausible departures and arrival airports. It also means that they interact with air traffic control, and the external lighting is also now working as well. They have also added multiple leg support. Now, what this means is because when you use FSTraffic, you have to actually enter in your origin airport and your destination airport that you're flying to. And once you reached your destination airport, you would then have to restart your flight for the next one if you wanted to carry on and fly somewhere else and still maintain AI traffic injection. Thankfully, this has now been done away with, so you can now do multiple legs without having to exit and restart your flight to enter your new destination. You can do this all through the in-sim menu, and traffic will then spawn at that further destination that you're now going to as well. Other AI logic has also been improved, so aircraft spacing should now be better to reduce the likelihood of go-arounds and low flypasts. Also, in the traffic control center, they have added an alternate wingspan option. This basically means that if you turn this on, this will allow aircraft to spawn at airports where technically the gate and the scenery may be too small. It doesn't, however, affect the physical wingspan or size of the aircraft model. Now, while that all sounds very good, for those of you like me who don't use the FSTraffic control center and just wants the nice models from FSTraffic to fly on VATSIM, or maybe use FSLTL real-time traffic injector, what have they done to the models that have been included with this update? Well, they have added quite a few new aircraft models. So now we have the 737-700, 800 and 900, a 757-200 and 300 has also been introduced, the 767-300 and also the A350-1000. Another huge update that the people at JustFlight have done is they have added custom coding for touchdown smoke and wheel spray effects. So if you are flying in bad weather, those models when they touch down, etc., should look far more realistic than they used to. If you're one of those people that likes to just sit and watch aircraft departing and landing in the sim, which admittedly I do sometimes if I'm doing something else and have it on in the background, then you'll also notice that now they have added Wingflex to the A350-900 and 1000, the 737-300, the A330-300 and 200, as well as the 747-400, 747-800 and the A380. You'll also notice that when aircraft are parked up at the gate and they've got no power, no hydraulic power, then they have now added control surface droop to the entire Airbus fleet. In addition to these major updates, there's also been quite a few minor updates, just little things like correcting call signs for the default air traffic control, little things with regards to some liveries, and also a lot of new liveries also being added as well. So obviously then you'll need to put in the VMR file if you want to fly and use VATSIM model matching. In order to do this, you have to locate it, which has now been moved into a slightly different place. So if you go to the custom rules to add your custom rule set, find your community folder, and it's located in the control center, data, traffic control center, and then there's a VMR folder with the FSTraffic VMR file for this new updated version. There is, however, one small caveat. If you select it, you'll find you get an error. Now, this is obviously frustrating because this means that you can now no longer use FSTraffic models for VATSIM model matching, which is a great shame because I always did and found them to be exceedingly good. However, thank you to my wonderful community, it seems that this has already been reported to JustFlight, and you can now go to their forum and download a fixed version of this error. If we bring this in here, and I will obviously link this in the video description below so you can grab it, you can now download the latest VMR file, which does work now with vPilot following this update. So as this product is clearly still got good support from the JustFlight developers and team, I'd love to hear whether you are currently a user of this product and enjoying it complete with the new updates, or are you still using the freeware alternates available. Of course, this is a commercial piece of software, so you can see how it would have to compete quite strongly to move people away from things like the FSLTraffic team and also AIG. Personally, I use both FSLTL traffic models and the FSTraffic models as well when flying on the VATSIM network, or if I've just got live traffic enabled from FSLTL's traffic injector. I have found in a previous video comparison that you can check out that the JustFlight models were slightly better on frame rates. Is it enough to make you jump and purchase this piece of software? Well, you guys let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have found this video useful. If you have, please don't forget to hit that like button, and of course if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos or our live streamed content. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you all again very soon. Bye bye for now.